Hello dear friends and net aspirants, welcome back to High Point once again, and in this video we'll be looking at the product of consumption. So in detail we were studying about the circuit of consumption, the various things associated to consumption, and what are the elements which are relevant in consumption. So today in this video we'll learn about the product of consumption. And like always, I used to say, if you have not yet subscribe to my YouTube channel and also follow me on Instagram. While you subscribe to the channel, please press the bell icon so that you get a notification when we do something in here. Okay, and also visit my website www.highpoint.in if you're looking for some online study materials which are simplified and well arranged and at the same time affordable. You can visit my website and have the free trial, and if you're interested you can join the course from the website itself. And if you want to know anything more related to the course, the study materials that we are providing, you can use this WhatsApp number or you can use the Instagram ID to reach out to me. The link to the website is there in the description box. You can click the link and see it, and if you have any suggestion, let me know. Okay, now moving on about the product of consumption. So what is the product of consumption? That the object that we are consuming, right? The product of consumption is the object advertised, sold, purchased and used. So that product, if it is a book, or maybe it is a dress, it's a food item, so whatever the object or the services that are advertised, sold, purchased and used, that is the product of consumption. It's rather simple. Okay, the product is not simply the material object. In every other video that comes after lifestyle, I used to say this in this lecture series of cultural studies, that consumption is not merely seeing and buying and using an object or consuming that object and merely using that service, but it is something more. It is about also accumulating the meaning, the symbolic meaning associated to that object. So product is not simply the material object. The product includes various features, market particular features, includes and market particular features. It has certain features. At the same time, through that product certain features are marketed. What are they? Novelty, utility, brands, cosmopolitanism. About cosmopolitanism we'll do another individual video in the upcoming videos. So a product will include these things at least, and also they'll market these things. Sometimes a new product will be introduced, more feature, novel feature in the already existing product will get introduced, and utility, the usage value of that product get promoted, and the brand value of that product get promoted. Also cosmopolitanism, we purchase the object along with the meaning associated to it. So we are not merely purchasing and using it, but we are also purchasing the meaning associated to the product of consumption. Utility is self-explanatory. We buy products to fulfill some purpose. Of course, we are buying certain things in order to fulfill some purposes, in order to fulfill some utility. We have certain usage for that particular object. Take the example of washing machine. Most of the time when you hear washing machine, that itself serves the utility of that machine, right? Self-explanatory it is, that it is for washing the clothes. Okay, so utility is self-explanatory. We buy products in order to fulfill certain purposes that we have, and we need to read the product in terms of packaging and a rhetoric that accompany it. So not always we are purchasing products that we want ultimately, but we buy and we are attracted to certain objects. There are a lot of objects, lot of products are available in order to fulfill a purpose. In order to wash clothes, if you want to have a machine, then there are a lot of machines, brands and machines are there. And also if you take the example of any other products, there are various kinds of products, various kinds of objects that are available. available for the same purpose, to fulfill the same purpose. But we actually read the product, we perceive the product in terms of the rhetoric associated to it, the packaging style associated to this style, the way in which it is presented, especially the food items. We are attracted to those things for its packaging, for its the rhetoric that is associated to it, the beauty that it is carrying with it, the attractiveness that it has, the desire that it is evoking outwardly. So that kind of things need to be taken care while you study the product of consumption. So now let's see about novelty in detail. Anything that would disrupt a previous set of individual experiences. So what is novelty? Novelty is anything that disturbs, and something new. When something new comes, always there is a disruption in whatever was there previously, right? So then only novelty will occur. It marks a moment of pleasure when it interrupts routine and uniform experiences. So it's a pleasurable thing that when the routine and uniform experiences get interrupted. So novelty is a pleasurable thing. Consumer culture is based on a cult of novelty. So consumer culture, whenever something new comes up in the market and you see the advertisement and you are attracted to the subject for the novelty it has, so you will be curious about using that thing and having the facility that it provides. Okay, consumer culture is based on this cult of novelty. The cult of novelty generates a two-pronged rhetoric. Okay, a rhetoric of pluses. See, there will be additional features added to the thing. Maybe something that is extremely new, that means some completely innovative, nothing like whatever previously existed, or maybe some novel features added to the already existing things. So rhetoric of pluses is there in novelty, and rhetoric of the new now. So persuade the consumer now or never or new. So you may have heard this in ads. They will compel you to do this. Subscribe to this course now or never. Now or never. This is a slogan that we usually see in ads. Okay, so the cult of novelty generates two pronged rhetoric of pluses and rhetoric of new now. Novelty is bound up with the acquisition. Buying new model of the same brand of a mobile. See, take the example of Apple. Apple launches phone and products every year, and novelty is bound up with acquisition means we buy same brand's new model. So if you have Samsung, you will probably buy new model of the same brand. For any other case it is possible, right? If in the case of TV, laptops, in the case of anything, so you can buy new model of same brand of a mobile or a washing machine or a laptop or a computer. So in that way, that is novelty is bound up with acquisition. Novelty is created in the move between an unconscious exploitation of the ordinary or regular and the actual availability of something new or extra. So where novelty is created, actually novelty, there is in one pole there is an unconscious expectation of the ordinary or regular, and there is something that we expect from an object when we buy that. So it actually move between the unconscious expectation of the ordinary regular and the actual availability of something new extra. Maybe the product is claiming something, many features, new novel features, but that's our expectation. But what is the actual availability of something new and extra? So that is in these two poles, novelty moves between these two things. Okay, now packaging and branding. Consumer culture is related to material culture, the product and the value associated. See, no, we want something, maybe something to eat, something to wear, something to use, something to have some purpose of use. No, we are not simply going and buying certain things. Maybe if you are spending too much money, then you must be reading a lot about that machine or something that you are buying, and you will consult people about the various brands available in that particular purpose. but even you get attracted to the material culture. That means how it is presented, what is the style it is following. The, in ads too, this material culture is promoted. Every other product you see, the material culture is promoted through ads. How the way they are packaging it, how they are branding this object, that is very, very important. Objects in material culture is described as Tim Dand possess the following features. So object, especially food items, material culture is so relevant nowadays. The way in which they are presenting the food is more important than the food itself, I think. So objects in material culture, they are described by Tim Tant that they possess certain features. What are they? A sign of status and ideology. So the way in which certain materials are presented, it's a sign, and when we accumulate that, it's a sign of status and ideology. It's a vehicle of meaning and equivalence. So when you possess that thing, you feel that symbolically, at least you feel that you acquire the features that the object is showing to you as bearers of aesthetic value. So certain things that suppose you have a purse, or you wear a shirt or a coat, you feel that you are the bearers of that aesthetic value that the thing, the product promoted, as components of ritual, as knowledge and ideas, as indicators of lifestyle and identity. So these following features are there with the objects in material culture as described by Tim Tant. Products and brands use particular forms of rhetoric. That means products and brands, they are using a particular kind of rhetoric in packaging, branding and ideologies in order to present their products in a certain way, and rely on ideologies of family, age, economy, utility or patriotism, even as they project particular images of the manufacturer and buyer. So they present their product in a certain form of rhetoric. At the same time, they believe and they relay and they appropriate the ideologies of family. So the social ideologies that we have about family, the age groups, economy, utility and patriotism, all these ideologies are used in order to promote their product in a certain way. Okay, and they even uses the images of manufacturer and buyers in order to promote their promote their products, often mediated through endorsement by particular celebrities that link the cultural industry with the manufacturing one. So this is quite quite visible in every other product. I think most of the product are launched and endorsed by particular celebrities, and you can find celebrities in the ads that we watch on the TV. So it's like that. So these celebrities, they act as the link between the cultural industry with the manufacturing one. Okay, that's all about the product of consumption. I hope this was clear to you. It's rather simple. You yourself can understand if you think what is this what are the things related to this product of consumption. If you want any further clarifications, queries and explanation, and if you have any suggestions, let me know everything in the comment section, and also visit my website. The link is there in the description box. And if you wanted to know anything further related to the course and the study materials, you can WhatsApp me or call me in this number, and also use this Instagram ID to reach out to me. And press the like button if you like this video. And meet you in the next video session, and thank you for watching this video. Tata, bye bye.